Today's video is going to be fun and special as well as more personal than my normal content because I'm sharing all about my second trimester of pregnancy as well as the highly anticipated gender reveal of baby number 2. You're watching Whiskey and Whit. My name is Whitney, and a huge welcome back to all my whiskey craft buddies who are here each and every week to DIY with me. You guys are actually the reason that I'm sitting down to film this video because I thought about it and I was like, do they really want to know all this information? Especially because I'm not a vlog lifestyle channel. I struggled with do they care? Do they want to know? I know you guys love crafts, but, do you care about my personal life? And so many of you told me you wanted to know, so here we are sitting down sharing all of the updates. So grab yourself a beverage and I will share a ton of updates with you. The day this video is going up, I'm actually 27 weeks pregnant, so I've got one more week left in my second trimester, which is just absolutely insane. The first trimester drug like crazy, and the second trimester, it didn't go as fast as I hoped it would because I still had some nausea, I've got some pain, but it did go relatively quicker than the first one, and that's good to know because honestly this one you're aware you're pregnant the whole time. Like the first trimester, the first 5-6 weeks, sometimes you don't even know. So I'm glad we are, on the train to the third trimester. And also I have a feeling the third trimester might be a little rough if this baby is anything like their brother, because Finn was a 9.5-pound baby when I had him at 40 weeks. I'm 5'11", my husband's 6'3", Finn is way off the charts in the 99th percentile for height. So, we'll just see. We decided to find out at 20 weeks what we were having. We found out last time with my son Finn, and honestly, overall, I am a planner. And I figured it is going to be a girl. I would like to do a girly nursery because I didn't get to do that with my son. So we just decided, we're going to find out 20 weeks. And if you are somebody that can wait until the birth of your baby, that's a great surprise. I know a while ago, before they had any of this technology, you couldn't find out anyway, but now we have the technology, and so we are going to take advantage of it. The first thing I want to share is that we had a great 20-week appointment. That is when they do a full-on ultrasound, and it is above and beyond what they've done before. They can see the baby. They're checking for arms, legs, all the internal organs, heads, fingers, toes, all the things. They're checking all that, and we had a very good 20-week update, and really that was the highlight of the appointment. I wanted to know what we were having, but also I was just so thrilled because of what we went through the first trimester of this pregnancy. If you haven't seen my announcement video, I talk a little bit more about that. I had some bleeding, which was a result of a subchorionic hematoma, which I didn't know about until I had one myself, but then hearing from so many of you guys commenting that either you went through it or someone you know went through it, it definitely helped me get through that time and not feel so alone. So thank you so much for everybody that shared your story, and also a huge thank you to everyone that shared any story of loss or struggle that you have had. Thank you for feeling comfortable to share that. I want this to be a safe space, and yeah, I'm just really, really thankful for you guys. We found out at the appointment, like I said, and we did a balloon gender reveal. So without further ado, let's find out the gender of this baby.
What color are they?
Did you know what that means? You're getting a little brother!
That's very funny.
I'm getting another brother!
Now, if you were shocked and thought those balloons were going to be pink, let me tell you, obviously I put the balloons in the box, so I didn't think the balloons were going to be pink, but I had a inkling that given how different my first trimester was from Finn, that it might be a girl. But here we are going to be having 2 boys. I've got a boy dog. I am fully outnumbered, and that is okay because like I mentioned before, I am just beyond grateful that we are continuing to get healthy reports from the doctor, something that I'm incredibly thankful for. And at the end of the day, I just wanted a healthy baby. I was surprised, but we were going to be happy either way. Now, I do right here want to insert, because I got a lot of questions of is this your last baby? If it's a boy, is it going to be all this thing? And we have some people close to us that have asked too, okay, well, what about number 3 trying for a girl? We have always wanted 2 kids. So throwing that out there. And with this baby, it is definitely a miracle. It took longer than I even anticipated. And so we are just incredibly thankful. We both have one sibling. We both have brothers, and we're very close with that brother. So for our family, the right fit is 2 kiddos. I can see it in the comments now, now I got to try for that girl. No, it doesn't matter. I'm just very happy for healthy kiddos. So that is what we're praying for. And, you know, would I love to have a daughter? Absolutely. But is this son just the best blessing? And I'm so grateful for it. Also true. Finn wanted a brother. The first couple weeks since we told him that he was going to be a big brother, he thought it was a sister. And I think that's because he has a lot of boy cousins that have younger sisters. But then about a month before we knew we could go and do the 20-week ultrasound, he changed and he was just emphatically, it's going to be a boy. So when we told him he was getting a little brother, he was so excited. He's so excited to share his toys. He's so excited to play with him. He's also my little helper. I was a little worried about the age gap. Obviously, our situation, like, what are you going to do? Like, you can't really change that. But overall, I was very excited because Finn is so excited and he is such a helper at this age. He will be about 4.5 when the baby's born, and he can like help me. He can understand, you know, what I'm asking for. He'll also like sit and probably chill with us. So I think overall, I'm really excited to see what this age gap looks like. So let me know down below if you've got kids with age gaps around that like 3, 4, 5 year mark. Alex and his brother are 5 years apart. They're super close. My brother and I are 2.5 years apart. So we're right in the middle of that. But like my brother is one of my favorite people on this planet. And so I just hope and pray that, you know, that will be the same for Finn and his little brother, because that is just, my brother is such a great blessing in my life. And so, geez, my pregnancy hormones, I'm going to start tearing up, but I love my brother dearly. He is literally one of my best friends. And so I'm really excited to see that bond form between Finn and little baby. So with the gender reveal, saying that it was coming, I got a lot of questions about names. A lot of, have you picked out the name? Do you know the name? Is it going to be a family name? And no to all of that. I think we don't have like any family names that we have to use. Finn's middle name is actually after grandpa's on both sides. And so we've incorporated a little bit of that. But honestly, we wanted to wait till we found the gender. And when Finn was born, I went to the hospital with 2 definitive names. We knew it was going to be one of the 2. I had 2 little name placards because when Finn was born, it says, hello, my name's Finn. I had another one for the other name, which I won't be sharing because that might be the other one. It's in contention for this other baby just because we still like it. But honestly, we just kind of need to figure that out. So what we're going to do is we'll probably have 2 or 3 options. We'll go prepared. And once we meet little man number 2, because that's what I always called Finn before I shared his name. Once we meet him, we will figure out what his name is based on the options. I am a big fan of keeping that close to the vest. We didn't even tell like our parents what the name was. And so it was like, our baby has been born and his name is Finn, instead of everybody feeling like, you know, they can throw in their 2 cents. And not that we have like judgmental people around us, but like, I just think that's something fun, especially because we're sharing the gender, you know, that's something that Alex and I can keep to ourselves. Overall, as far as symptoms, cravings, etc., all of that, I, in the second trimester, honestly have been a lot better than the first trimester. I was sick and nauseous, super nauseous, up until probably about 20 weeks. And then right after that appointment, things started to settle down. I was doing all the things, the ginger tea, the ginger chews, the, you know, trying to have lemonade, all the things I mentioned last time. And I am so thankful because, as you probably noticed, there's been a lot more kind of fall content getting cranked out on my channel versus, you know, I had to pare back some stuff earlier on because I just was like, just fighting to keep my head above water behind the scenes. But now I'm feeling okay. I'm definitely getting much larger, as you can tell by the bump, and it has definitely shifted my center of gravity. So I've got some like back pain, pelvic pain, hip pain, all that fun stuff. I also get swollen and things like that, and my skin has been super dry, but all of that is super normal. So I'm doing all the things to combat that. I've also been trying to really cut back on the caffeine. So this is one of Starbucks' new like fall drinks. I love the fall drinks. I'm not a big pumpkin person, but the apple stuff, sign me up. Apple crisp oat milk shaken espresso, but I get it 2/3 decaf. So then that way I can have it, but still not be anywhere near my caffeine limit for the day. Cause I obviously, you know, want to make sure that I take care of, some people don't drink coffee, but I do a little bit, but I'm definitely very cognizant of how many milligrams I'm having every day. I'm also not eating things like deli meat. I'm not a big sushi person anyway, but not eating that. And then also just trying to be like cognizant of like food that sits out at barbecues, things like that. Just because I feel like I've seen a lot of listeria outbreaks, and like as an anxious person, like, no, I'm sorry, I don't need that. So we're just gonna not mess with that. Other than that, I haven't really missed the alcohol. It's more It's more than telling me. Which, like, priorities, really. So I am very excited to down one of those Jersey Mike sandwiches. So Jersey Mike's, if you're watching this, I'm coming for you. When I have this baby. Also in my question pool, I got questions about the nursery, so I'm really excited to share this now that I've shared the gender. He is going to have, little man is going to have a vintage sports themed nursery. We did like woodland creatures and like fishing kind of for Finn's. It was like a woodland nursery. If you want to see that, that was actually at our old house, but I will link that video if you want to check it out. I shared DIYs and stuff for that, so obviously I'm going to be DIYing some stuff for this vintage sports nursery. I'm hoping to do some thrifting, get some like items from family so they're sentimental. So I'll bring you along for that whole process, and that hopefully will go up either end of October, beginning of November when I get that done. And then finally, I've had so many of you guys leave comments saying like, what am I gonna do for however many months, like when you're gone? And like, I know you guys mean it in love. I mean, like, nobody's telling me not to take a maternity leave. Like, I don't mean that. But I did want to give you guys kind of an update of content and what I plan to do. So like I said, I am due in December. So I am working right now. I've got a plan all the way out until March. So I have some content I am pre-filming. I also have some content ready to go already that's done that I just need to edit. And so I'm hoping to do, I usually do 4 to 5 videos a month with every Thursday, but I'm hoping I can do a minimum of 2, hopefully more. And I also will be doing an update after the baby's here to post that like I did with Finn. So that's another one I will link down below. I did like a little hospital vloggy thing announcing that he was born. So I plan to do that. So I will do my best to get content out, and any help you can provide while I'm on leave, I truly appreciate it. I know last time I said, you know, if I don't work, I don't get paid. And a lot of you guys were like, I'm here to support you, which I so appreciate. So the best way you can do that, if you're looking to, like, you know, feel free. I don't want to be like, watch all the videos, but if you do want to watch the videos, that would be wonderfully helpful as I am out, and I will be, you know, responding to comments and things like that, but that will give me the breathing room to bond with the baby, have some family time, and also, you know, kind of have a little bit of coverage for my maternity leave. I hope to be back getting back into things about March, because I would like to take the traditional about 3 months, but we'll see. I'll keep you posted. You can keep your eyes on videos and also like my Instagram and my YouTube community tab, and I will have all of that info, you know, as things go. But just, you know, FYI, what will be coming up as far as content. I'm going to do my best to keep you guys inspired while I am taking some time away, but also thank you so much for your patience and bearing with me if there isn't a new video every week, because that just might not happen. Thanks so much for sitting and chatting with me today. I am excited that this news is out. I'm also very just humbled and excited that you guys are so excited about this pregnancy along with me. When I was pregnant with Finn back in 2019, and then I had him in 2020, my channel was a lot smaller. I was not doing this full time, and I didn't have as many craft buddies. And while I felt the love at the time, this one is just way more overwhelming just because this is my job. I see you guys every week, and so many of you are so supportive of not only Whiskey and Whit as a brand, but me as a person, and I cannot thank you enough. I went through every single comment on that pregnancy video, and there was a lot. It took me a while, but just please know all the love and support that you guys are sending, the well wishes, checking up on me. Like, it just, I feel like I have, you know, extended family and friends checking on me, and it's so cool for what I do. And I sit here and I make the crafts here in my house by myself, and so to know that there, you know, is an army of craft buddies out there praying for us, rooting us on, you know, so excited for our family. I cannot thank you enough. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thanks for all the love. And I will be back with more pregnancy updates, like I said, when it is time to unveil the nursery and all the DIYs I did for that. So until then, I will be here every week with new crafty content, and I will see you guys next week. I am so excited. I'm currently at the Pinners Conference right now as you are watching this, if you're watching it as it goes up. And next week, I will have a full behind-the-scenes vlog video with myself, Courtney, Shannon, and Jennifer, with all of our adventures that we have in Texas throughout the Pinners Conference week. So I can't wait to share that. Thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!